What up, everybody? Welcome to our first episode of Cali Brick Clique. It's a new podcast with my boy Ninja and the Plastic Architect, aka Claire. She is new to the community, so we're gonna do a little bit of an introduction before we can go further with what this is all about. So, Claire, you take it away first. Who are you?
Awesome. Okay, my name is Claire. I live in San Francisco, and coincidentally, I am also an architect. So
She made that
yeah,
big bucks.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, enough. But yeah, that's a little bit about me, and I am recently out of the Lego closet, so it's been really fun to get to know everybody on the community, and I'm so happy to be here.
Out of the Lego closet.
I know, real. We're gonna be getting to that in a little bit, but yeah, Claire is pretty much everywhere now.
Yeah.
So
Like COVID.
yeah,
and
she literally like came into the community like out of nowhere, and now she's like everywhere. So
That's a good
definitely
thing.
that she's definitely one to watch out for in the upcoming year of 2021, which this is on the day of airing will be the last day of 2020, and we're finally in this new year, so that's going to be exciting to start
Yeah.
start something new.
Hopefully it all goes up from here.
I know,
So,
right? And then
yeah.
and then we also have Ninja with the Bricks, aka Bricks Ninja, aka my boy Michael.
Yo. What's happening, everybody? If you don't know who I am, then that means I'm just being a good ninja.
That's what he is a ninja, and he's the one that does the outro to my my video. So he's the one that has that fresh beat and fresh rhymes right there in the head. So
Yeah.
look out for some big things from him, because if he decides to just lay it all out, you have no idea what's coming for you. That's for damn sure.
2021, man, it's coming.
2021. Yeah, that's right. And myself, I'm Shy. I'm starting this on my channel, so if you don't know who I am, I don't even know why you're here. Not to my horn, but I am the I guess residential military man in the Lego community. There are a lot of us.
Major mark,
There
man.
really are, and I guess I'm trying to bring them all out, and I found a little space of my own, and I'm enjoying every minute of this. And we're gonna get into like why we're all here in a little bit. But that's quickly who we are. We are Cali Brick Clique, with the plain words to be frank. But we wanted to start something different, something new, kind of something the same at all the same time. We are from Cali, representing the West Coast, that's for sure. And yeah. All right, so let's get to, unless there's something you guys want to say.
Oh man, nah, I'm ready.
No,
That's
ready?
perfect.
To break it down.
We're breaking it down. All right. So with our first episode, we're going to bring up two big things that a lot of AFOLs really get into it. And one of them is coming out of the closet, and the other one is, kind of coming out of Lego closet. Now, let me be more clear with that one.
Right.
We don't want to offend anybody.
I don't want to offend anybody. Hey, whatever. Now I just lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, and then our dark ages, because we all three of us, right? I would presume, were into Lego at one point, got out, and then came back in, and then trying to find a better way to tell our friends and family. So
trying to explain like why you have
right.
So
we'll just start with coming out of the Lego closet, because the newest one coming out is Claire. So you want to get into that?
Sure. Yes, I totally can. Well, basically, COVID, I think, got a lot of people back into Lego. It's a really good stay-at-home activity. And I started thinking about it more and more, and I was like, what am I doing in my life as like a single person in my 30s that like I don't do? And I'm like, wait a second, like, what am I waiting for? I want to get back into Lego. And so I have actually been like storing a bunch of stuff at my dad's house over the years, the last maybe 20 years, like just sleeping it away, super shady. And I just decided that I wanted to display it and to enjoy it again. So yeah, I reached out and to the YouTube community, and I'm here now, and it's awesome. But it was hard. Yeah, like yesterday, I think it was last night, my boss started following me on Instagram, on my Lego Instagram.
the pressure.
Whoa! So you told your workplace?
No, I did not.
They know now.
Instagram has outed me. They connected my personal account and my Lego account. And like, if I actually had something that I was ashamed of, I think that would not ashamed of, or that I was maybe more socially unacceptable, that would actually be pretty dangerous if you think about it that way. Like, why is Instagram taking, invading my privacy of sorts? But yeah, so I don't know. I have to have a conversation with these people, but everybody that I've told has been like over the top supportive. Like, friends have gotten me Lego gifts. I've gotten even one of my girlfriends into Lego. She never was into it. And everybody's response is like, oh my God, it's so cool. Awesome. Holy shit. It's so expensive. Like, how are you affording it? Like, it's crazy. And so, yeah, that's kind of brief synopsis.
I mean, you touch on a few things there that, that makes it interesting, is that getting your friends into Lego that had no intention of touching the product. You know what I mean? Like, I've never been one to be ashamed of like coming out of a Lego closet. It's, if you talk to me, I'll be glad to tell you that I'm into Lego. I'm not trying to hide it. But I like, my friends are mainly like veterans and bikers, very scary looking people. They're not, they're not people that are like, you'll see at a comic book store. Not to point on what those fans would look like. It's just, they're very machismo, manly type of men. And I'm not one to shy away from just telling them what I like. And at times when someone find out, they make fun of me, but then I make fun of them back. That's just the way I am. I'm very confident about what I like. But when you show them what you have and what you do, their eyes become kids again. Like, they can't hide that. They can't shield their honest, like when they see the city behind me, or when I show them my Instagram stuff, or they watch me nerd out about Lego. Like, they get into it too. And it's funny when they actually buy something, like, hey, Shy, check this out. I'm like, what the hell? Like, why are you buying this Lego set? It's like, no, man, it'll be dope. I'm gonna get to it. I think like half my club bought like the Harley Davidson. I mean, only like probably 2 of them actually built it, but they all have one, and it's just sitting in a box. So
that's because of you. So that's
yeah. I'm happy with that. But not even that, but it's people at work too. Like, in my previous workplaces outside of Lego, like watching them buy random Lego and texting me or DMing me pictures of what they're doing. I find that really fascinating to see that, that people do, we have that type of influence around people, and we're able to make it cool, because a lot of people don't think it's cool in appearance. So that was like one thing that's fun, that to influence your friends about getting into Lego non-intentionally. You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, I feel that too, but to be honest, to be honest, I'm still like halfway in and halfway out. Like, I don't go.
Oh, do you need help, dude? Do you want you want some counseling? Like, get you through
Hold
this.
your hand.
We can hold your hand. We'll get through this together.
We can do this.
That's what we're here for you. We're here for you, Ninja.
Like, even my brother, like, I never told him that I have a city, and he came over the other day, and he's like, "Whoa, that's awesome!" Like, I didn't expect him to say that was awesome. I was expecting like, "Bro, what are you doing with your money?" Like, what? But no, it was pretty fresh. I liked it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, like it's really hard to not screw it up when you have a Lego collection, you want to show it off, because no matter what it is, like, we're all capable of getting something big. I mean, it's not like it's like a little toy city car and you say I'm into Lego and you show them that might be different. But if you were to show them like, the Disney Castle, or like the UCS Millennium Falcon, or like something pretty sick and awe-inspiring, there's I don't see one person dissing it like right away. I mean, he might, but for the most part, everyone's been very welcoming about it, and that's what's pretty cool. And one thing that I wanted to bring up, that it's sad to see that a lot of children, to like teenagers to young adults, are ashamed about coming out with their Lego passion, especially in school. And I get it. Like, this is the time we live in now, like, where kids are easily bullied, and the bullying goes to like another length, like to the extreme with social media. Like, you could literally project bullying like from across the world. Like, I mean, I get it too. Like, whenever we have comments on videos and you have that one person that like dislikes your video and talks crap, like, it just, you hone on to that, and you're like, oh man, I want to beat the crap out of you. But then, like,
you turn into a 13-year-old kid again.
Exactly. So like, even though you have like 99 comments of people praising what you're doing and loving every single minute, it's that one dick that like pretty
It
much,
just sticks out.
yeah, it would probably saying something that he would have no balls to tell you in real life. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But
Right.
I can see that.
Do you think we have it easier though because we're in our 30s and we're secure and confident and like there's a little bit of backing to our lives, there,
That's
do you know what I mean? Like we've lived a life, we have like our careers and our work and everything that we've done, and then this is also supplementary to it. It's not like I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys
Well,
think?
yeah. I mean, I see that. I like we have other things to back our lives up, so that
Mhm.
makes sense that we're also like mature, so like we take
I
things with
hope
a
so.
grain I mean, yeah, well, we take
yeah.
things with a grain of salt, and we know how to adjust based on life experience. But not everybody's like us, even at our own age. You know what I mean? There's still people that get hurt very easily.
Yeah.
That's even older than us.
Yeah. Well, like
So
you said, the life experience, I think it just makes us like callous towards it. So like
Mhm.
you say, "Oh, you collect bricks." Like to us, we're just like, "Yeah, so what?" Like,
yeah, you
but
bounce it right off. Yeah,
to youngsters, they're like, "Oh, what should I
Yeah.
do for you to like me then?" Like,
I mean,
yeah,
I don't know. It's different.
imagine like when we were kids, like I remember getting made fun of for being tall, for being like overweight, for being just anything, for being athletic,
Yeah.
for speaking a second language, for being artistic, for like all these things that now I'm like, hey, these are things I actually like about myself. Like these are
Yeah.
characteristics that define me. And anyway, yeah, I just think that I think we have maybe a little bit easier, like coming out or owning this hobby a little bit more than the average like 13 or 16-year-old.
yeah,
But
That's true.
yeah,
yeah.
but at the end of the day, like if you feel good about what you're doing, I think people respond to confidence no matter what age group they're in. Like if you always notice, like, or if you remember, like the bully at school or like the popular kids, whatever, they're just the confident ones that like don't care, or they just happen to kind of like show up at the right time and behave the right way at that's what I think. I don't know.
Yeah,
Either
no,
that or
yeah.
they're just projecting their insecurity because they're like,
Yeah,
I wish I could be comfortable with what I like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
Instead, I gotta
absolutely.
fake it to make these people happy.
Yeah,
You know?
I
and
mean,
I think it gets better. It always gets better.
you have any like
hmm
personal life experiences you can relate to combating something like that?
Man, I mean, what really hit me was thinking like, well, since we all had a dark age, I guess we all kind of did that or some way or another, right? Like I don't know how your dark age came, Shy, but mine came because like I fell into a different friend group, and I
Mhm.
kind of I fell into that. Like I wanted to impress other people. So I was like, oh, this isn't cool.
Mhm.
So I kind of stopped. But that's really what got me back into it is like I bought some sets for my kids and I just seen them playing with it and I just didn't care at that point. So I was like, you know what? I'll start messing with it again.
Were you jealous? Were you jealous of the kids?
I
Of
was
your
jealous. I'm
kids?
like, man, to get to build all this stuff, I'm just sitting over here
Yeah.
washing dishes or whatever. Adulting sucks.
Yeah.
Adulting does suck, but it has a lot of its perks because we can buy whatever we
It
want,
does. Right.
Yeah.
almost
Yeah.
whatever we want
Within reason, yes.
within reason. Well, I'm gonna write something down so I don't forget.
I yeah, I think it is different though, like when your friends come to your house. At least for me right now, I host a lot during non-COVID times. So right now my house is drowning. I'm like looking around, I can see all the Lego in my house. But when I do have people over, like if I throw a party or even like a large dinner party, I'm not always going to want to have Lego be part of the conversation. I do still, even though I'm proud of it and it's something that I love, I also don't really want people touching it all the time.
Oh yeah, that's for
I'd
damn sure.
rather, yeah, it's just like people, like, especially people who don't know anything about it, they don't know the value of it and, also the sentimental value.
Yeah, that's the best
Um,
thing. Ooh, watch out, watch out.
yeah, it's like, don't touch that. Like, it's a Comic Con exclusive or whatever, and they're gonna be like, what is wrong with you? And, but, but, so I still like want to be able to like hide it away of sorts, or at least compartmentalize it.
hmm
But I guess that's the problem for later Claire, for post-COVID Claire,
Oh,
is
when
to
you start mingling with your family and friends again.
yeah, or like bringing people into my home and into like my safe space. So I'm trying to figure out a way to actually like allocate this and store it away, which I think is a challenge within itself. And I'm impressed by people like you have this room that, like, do you have Lego, Shy, outside of the room that you're in right now?
Nope, all the Lego lives only in this office.
What?
Do you think that'll always be the case, or you think when Ezra and Luna get older, that might
I mean,
change?
if they have their own stuff, like that's
Mhm.
stuff that they want to, keep themselves. Like Lego. Ezra has his own Lego. It's in his
Mhm.
room. But we don't like to have Lego in the living room space.
Yeah.
It's just that's just my wife's rule, so I
I
obey
mean,
it.
I don't blame her. If I could have no Lego in my like living space, like I would choose that if I had that choice.
I mean, can you do that?
I mean, I can. I'm gonna figure it out.
I mean, I
Like, I
think you
need
have a
to like,
pretty big space.
yeah, but I need to like put some shelves in and like get rid of some furniture. Like I'm gonna convert my guest room. So
Yes, you have
See,
another room. You can do
yeah,
that.
that's the
there's like a
Lego
bed
thing.
though. I'm gonna get rid of it. Like people aren't coming to stay at my house ever again. So that's too bad.
Hey, whatever. They'll live with your Lego. That's all good.
Exactly. They can
Yeah.
get a hotel, is what it is.
Well, we have like a fifth, like our garage is technically another room. It's just
Mm,
storage right now. So
mm,
eventually, if we remain in this house, I'm gonna move this office into that space, and it's like a little bigger than this room, so I'll have
mm,
more room.
mhm.
But I'm waiting until like my kids are a little older to split the room up because obviously they're sleeping in one room right now, but they're gonna want their own space eventually.
Yeah,
So
Yeah,
yeah, that makes sense.
yeah, so
yeah,
this
that's
is
what you
this
want.
is not a permanent thing. This will definitely move, and you know I'll eventually run out of space there as well
Mhm.
because that's the
So,
Mhm.
problem.
if once you do move it, are you gonna still keep it as the shelf
Oh yeah,
sort
yeah.
of
The
thing?
city's gonna be the way it is. I'm not gonna change
All
that
right,
setup. It affords me so much room just having my city in that
yeah,
stack like that. I much prefer it. I mean, I would like a full layout like where it's like at hip level and I can see everything. But when you think about it, if I were to drop that down into one level, it's 4 by 7 feet of like space that I can't take back. So it's
mhm.
I kind of like my setup. It's a little different, so I'm feeling it.
I know, I like it. I think I'm gonna copy something that you're doing because the
Handle.
reality yeah, I mean, I'll just like patent it, like, Shy's logo. But
Trademark.
no, but like yeah, if you like take that down and actually lay it out on tables, you'd literally need a room 4 to 5 times the size so you can get around it. And you don't want your tables to be one on top of the other, so you can actually access what's in the center.
Yeah,
And anyway, but
yeah,
we
for
don't live
sure.
in Minnesota, I think.
I
See,
mean,
that's
we all could move to Minnesota and have like this huge house for next
Yeah.
to
yeah,
nothing. But
and
I mean,
more
I
Lego
could
money.
literally sell this house, pay off my mortgage, and still have enough money to buy a brand new house in Minnesota. Damn
Ah,
California.
California.
Damn California.
But like
But
only Californians are allowed to make fun of California.
I
Yeah,
mean, the
But
whole world makes
nobody
fun of
else.
California.
And the entire world. Oh
It's
yes. When
fine.
they hear him from San Francisco, it's like
they're like, what?
I
it
mean,
all
when I,
makes
when I
sense.
heard you're from San Francisco, I'm like,
Oh man.
but
Oh good. I'm glad. Only of course like the feminist is from San Francisco.
yes.
Yeah.
Well, technically, my wife's a feminist too, and she's from LA.
Good. That's right, from California.
Yeah. So,
Still counts. Still counts.
all right, so then, okay, so now that we're in the topic of Dark Age, I guess we just push this way. Claire, do you want to give us your reasons on why you got out of Lego?
Oh man, I think this is gonna be hard. I mean, I just talked about being confident, and owning your Lego. I absolutely did not. I fell into the stereotypes of what like a cool girl is, and Lego in my mind wasn't part of that at the time. I think it was probably during college that I really didn't even buy a single set. In grad school, I did a little bit, but in college, I was busy trying to fit in, and drinking too much. And yeah, I mean, I went to school on the East Coast. I went to like a super preppy kind of Greek school, which like lots of fraternities and sororities and stuff like that. And I didn't really understand that life. They were like, oh, are you Greek? And I'd be like, oh, my grandmother is. And I didn't get that, that it was like a frat. And so I kind of succumbed to like those stereotypes of like being preppy and cool and kind of having literally I was just like a sheep essentially. And then afterwards I started kind of like realizing I never really fit in. I had found my group of friends, but it wasn't the same. And I didn't like that feeling. I felt like I was denying who I was. And this isn't to do with Lego. Lego is just a reaction to that. And so that's yeah.
Like an internal struggle, I feel.
Yeah, exactly. Like even though like I had like only 4 years of college was like really my dark ages where I like didn't even look at Lego, didn't even like walk down the aisle. I like pretended it didn't exist. I pretended I was like too cool. I was like trying to meet guys, so dumb, not worth it. Guys are not worth Lego. But let me just tell you that. No kidding. But at the end of the day, like, yeah, I just like was so secretive about it. I guess maybe I've now come out of my dark ages. Maybe it's just 3 weeks ago, if like now I'm out of the closet and I'm communicating with people and I'm telling my friends. Like one of my friends today, she was like, "How out of the closet are you? Like, can I tell our mutual friends that like you're doing this, that you're doing the YouTube thing?" And I paused for a second. Like even now I'm still doubting it. And I had to like remind myself that this is the space I want to be in, and the person that would be confident enough to like not care what other people think.
I totally feel you. I totally feel you. My mom just followed my Lego Instagram. What are you doing?
How'd you buy me, Mom? What are you doing?
Damn, you haven't even told your parents?
No, I mean they know. But like someone could click on your name. They're gonna find me. It's all a link.
Wow.
No, it's just that internal struggle, man. I'm still there.
Okay, so you're still you're gonna go through us to help you get out of that closet completely.
Exactly. That's what all this was for.
New Year's resolution?
To be more out of the closet.
Oh,
Won't you
dude.
do it? Yeah.
Well, good luck with
Shai,
that.
what about you?
I went to my dark age because I lost everything. It wasn't really by choice. I mean, I guess towards like the end of my like high school career, I stopped buying Lego, but I got into Lego like young. Like I had like the old classic sets, Western, like that was like my favorite sets. I pretty much lost my virginity in my room next to my Lego. I mean, like I didn't care that like I didn't care that I had Lego out and about. My friends knew about it, like, and I was bullied a lot as a kid, but not because of like what I was into. It was just the neighborhood I was from. Like, I know LA back in the 90s, yo, you get jumped easily for stupidity. You know what I mean? Like,
Hey, what color is that hat?
yeah, exactly. Like I used to get jumped going like walking to school. Eventually, and that gang life eventually started becoming real, and that's the reason why we moved out of the neighborhood when I started becoming like an adolescent. So I was used to getting jumped and bullied. Uh-oh, Ezra's crying. But so even in school when people I getting beat up a lot as you're walking to school or walking home, getting robbed for your lunch money and stuff like that kind of made me very hard to and very very gave me a lot of like thick skin as I got older. So I feel like that kind of helped me out and built a lot of character in with me with what I'm into. Meaning when I was in high school, like I used to get made fun of a lot, but I was also the popular kid. And this is the reason why. Like I was in dance. My team in high school was like one of the nationally ranked teams in the United States.
Oh wow.
But this was back when dancing wasn't cool mainstream wise. You know what I mean? The only people that were into dance are the people that were into dance. So it wasn't until like MTV, like so you think you dance, like America's Best Dance Crew. That's when it started to become a thing, and everybody started. Then now TikTok, everybody dances. But back in the day, it wasn't like that. You called some pretty bad things if you're a man, if you're a dude dancing, like
especially for dudes.
Especially for dude. I remember once like my guys would come out and like these guys would boo the crap out of us. They'll be like just booing us, right? And then I just smile at them, then I bust a move, and then all the women will start cheering. So I'm like, I'm the one that's getting the applause. You're just sitting there hating, dog. It's all good. And it really just took until like my senior year, like when I was a senior, and because I was also in football, like I didn't care at that point. Like I'm a senior, like I'm pretty much in everything. Everyone knows who the hell I am. Like it's all good. You can make fun of me for whatever you want. So that type of confidence kind of translated to my Lego. Like I didn't care if you made fun of me or not if I had Lego. It was just I like Lego. You could either deal with it or you don't. And I've never really had anybody that clowned on me for Lego like ever, like to my face. So I've never really gone into my dark ages because of that. Now the reason why I got into my dark ages is because out of high school, I went to the Marine Corps, right? I put all my things into storage, and then when I went to Iraq, I left like 12 payments for my mom to pay off, and then she missed one. They tried contacting me, and then they couldn't get a hold of me because I was overseas, and then, well, they auctioned everything away. So I
Ooh.
lost all my Lego, everything from when I was a child, like all my yearbooks, photos, everything. It's just like my house went on fire and I
Oh
just
my
lost
god.
everything. So that's when I completely like I don't want to touch Lego again. I'm not gonna buy anymore. It wasn't until like my kid was born and I was like, you know what? I want to get into Lego. Let me buy a 70 square, and then that just started the whole thing. So,
It's all
um,
downhill from there.
and it just went downhill from there. So I was kind of forced into my dark ages, and I was kind of left
Mm.
there until I found the balls to buy another Lego set.
Saying that, it reminds me that I had a chance to come back from my dark age because my stepdad had all my stuff.
Mhm.
And like he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna do a garage sale, so you can come down here and pick out the stuff you want." And I found that the Anakin's Pod Racer, because that was my first set that I ever
Oh
bought.
yeah,
And I
99.
found it, and I was still in that teenager mode. I was like, "Yeah, just sell it." Man, bad
Uh,
choice.
Oh, dude, that
That's
sucks.
hard.
That
That's so
sucks.
hard.
That
I am
sucks.
so happy my parents were hoarders and they never got rid of absolutely
So you
anything.
have
Like
everything?
I have everything. I have
What's your
my
most
original
prized Lego
Duplo.
set?
My pirate. It's like the Pirates, the Islanders
Yeah.
series.
The
It's
Islanders.
yeah, and then the one I think actually Brikx, his wife just built it on a live stream. It was like her favorite set as a kid. And it was like had like the little bridge that went across.
That was a really big Islander set.
Yeah, it was like the big
The big
playset
one,
of like
yeah.
that series. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Like I think that's the one that I have the most memories of because I was like old enough to have those memories of it. And I remember buying it. Like I think I bought it somewhere in New Jersey. It was such a big deal. And for a long time, Lego is really expensive and like, it was not something that like my family could just like afford to get for every birthday, every whatever.
Yeah.
And I think it was considered semi-educational of a gift. It is like,
I mean, it's
we
it's educational now compared to what else
yeah,
is out there. But back then, yeah, I can see how that would be like a little bit far-fetched of a toy for
yeah,
any kid to buy.
yeah. It's kind of borderline. And so I think my parents were very much getting like math games, like was like a present or like a dinosaur encyclopedia. It was
So it's like,
serious,
Oregon Trail.
serious presents. Yeah.
yeah.
So, but
So
I still have my first like Duplo bucket, like the yellow bucket with the red top.
That's
Yeah.
fresh.
that's
Yeah.
pretty dope. I bought Ezra like a vintage Duplo.
Mm.
I think that was like the worst idea
What?
because it's like it's from
Right?
like 90s. That's not vintage. It's not like Jabbo vintage. It's
Yeah.
like it's vintage for him
For us.
for Ezra.
I mean, it's for us, like from
I mean, not
our
really because we
childhood.
were all kids when it came out. So like it was from like 95 or 97. It's like some dinosaur Duplo set. We were at what was that, Bricks and Minifigs? Yeah,
Oh
we're at
yeah,
The
yeah.
independent store. Yeah.
Yeah, so we were there and he really wanted this and it was $50. I'm like, $50 for like like 10, like
Duplo.
15 pieces. That's literally how much it costs. I was like, Jesus. But luckily like I traded a bunch of stuff in, so I was able to like just, I didn't really spend much on these promos anyways. I actually in fact got them all for free. So
Mm.
that
Okay.
Christmas tree promo from last year, that goes for a lot of money.
The one with the train at the bottom?
Yeah, I have like 3 of those.
Oh
Like
wow.
I sold one of them or traded one of them in. It was like $80-$90.
What?
Yeah.
You think
So
the ice skating rink from this year will
most likely, I think all the seasonals sell pretty well.
yeah,
That's if you sell it to them like right before holiday and after holidays.
that makes
Probably,
sense. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're seasonal that way. But anyways, so I
Mhm.
got them that. I'm like, and now all the pieces are kind of everywhere.
Yep.
Like I don't
No
know.
respect for the vintage Lego.
Yeah, it's gone. It's just I'm literally missing like half the pieces already because I try to keep it together. I kept it together for like a week, and then after
Mhm.
that I just gave up. And I just see the other day I saw the baby Triceratops in the bathtub, and then after that like I don't know where the rest of the pieces are, but I have the box and even the box is not even put together. It's like half ripped. So I'm like, oh man. Oh, Jabbo must be pissed if you were to see this. Like, it must hurt his feelings. Like, I'm just thinking of Brixar every time I play with this set and I put it together. I'm like, oh man, this $50 vintage Duplo set just went out the drain.
Down the drain. Yeah.
Just literally went out the drain. But he had some enjoyment in it, and I'm like, I guess that's where I don't know. He would probably still have fun if I got him like a cheaper set.
Yeah,
You got a Mega Bloks.
Yeah, he would still appreciate Mega Blocks. Like he wouldn't know the difference.
Yeah.
But oh man, so like that's pretty much that. So that's it for 2020. What are you guys looking forward to in 2021? What are you
oh
guys buying on
man,
the first? Are you guys buying anything at all?
Yeah. Yeah,
What
yeah.
What are
I
you
think I'm gonna
getting?
get the Harry Potter sets, or the 3 of the moments. 3 of the 4, I think.
oh the are you talking about the books?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I can't get into Harry Potter.
I love it. I
I
love it.
can't. I tried. I tried reading the books. I tried doing everything to get into it like everybody else did when we were kids. It
Yeah.
just didn't like sit with me. I don't know why. Yeah, I was
It's
into
not
Twilight.
interesting.
Well, I got into Twilight in Afghanistan, so that's like different because like one of our
Okay.
wives sent us all the books, and it kind of you have nothing else to do but sit there
Why
Yeah.
and
not?
twiddle your thumb.
Mhm.
So those books made it around. Like half my battery like read all 4 of the books. It's kind of weird.
Dang.
I mean,
I mean,
yeah.
it's more of a because you were all there in that moment, though. So
Yeah, yeah, and it was a nice little escape to you know think about something totally different, just
yeah,
off from the type of things that we were doing. You know what I mean? We're reading about this girl infatuated by some guy who
It's
also has the ability to kill her.
have you gone back and like either read it or watched the movies? It's really a big anti-abortion advertisement.
Now that you say that, I can see
Yeah.
that. I didn't
I
really put that together until like right now.
Me neither. I didn't when I first read the books, I loved them too. I mean, I was like, this is garbage literature, but
Oh yeah,
it's
that's totally
entertaining.
garbage literature. Yeah. Oh yeah.
But it's entertaining and I liked it. I mean, I could actually still see like the set over there. And then during COVID, I was like, I never saw the last 2 movies, and I saw them and I was like, oh wow, this
Like
is
the live movie. Yeah, you had never
yeah.
seen them. Breaking Dawn.
I never saw the last 2. The part 1 and 2.
What was your reaction at the end fight scene that never happened in the books?
Um
Were you like, oh my god, that just happened?
yeah, I was like kind of dumbfounded, and I just honestly, I had like my brain was so checked out at the time, and like I'm trying to think of like the quantity of crap that I've been consuming through COVID that I think I'm no longer the same like articulate critic that I used to be. And I actually think I might have enjoyed it more than I'm willing to admit, like as an entertainment factor. But honestly, like I was just so dumbfounded by the fact that it's all they're doing
Is
is
that
being like,
fact though, or is it
I
something
don't
that you
know.
thought about?
I want to look into what Stephanie Meyer's politics are, because basically like this teenage girl falls in love with someone who's hundreds of years older than her. Let's just like think about that. And then instead of you know, going to college and like pursuing an independent life, she marries him, I think right out of high school, immediately gets pregnant at her honeymoon. He's also dead, but whatever, it's fine. And quite literally rips her body in half for the ultimate gift of producing this child, and turns into a vampire, and it's her life is quite possibly 100 times better, and she's able to find herself and like become who she's supposed to be because of this. Like I
Hmm.
don't know, it's
I
it's
never thought of like that, like
That makes me want to watch
until like
it.
right now.
it's kind of mind-blowing. It's kind of mind-blowing, and it's like I get it's like look, motherhood is like this really wonderful thing that like, hopefully one day I get to experience, but at the same time like it hearing about this like 17, 18-year-old girl that's like going through this process, like something it's romanticized in a way that it shouldn't be. You know what I mean? I think
Yeah.
I'm trying to tread lightly
No,
on
no, I
this
mean,
one.
I totally get what you're saying. And now I'm
Yeah.
like thinking about like everything I've consumed about the whole storyline. And I'm just like, But
Yeah.
Stephanie Meyer did write a reverse role when it was Edward as.
I never read that. I never read that book.
So
Did you read
that
that
though,
one?
if you read it that way, then it kind of changes that theory.
Got it. And you know what's interesting is that I wonder if I didn't feel that way when I was reading the books. Granted, I was reading the books when I was in my early 20s, and
Wow,
I
that
definitely
felt like a
have a
long time
different
ago,
perspective. Yeah, yeah, I have a different perspective now than I used to. So, I've learned a lot. But at the same
20 years is still
time,
young.
huh?
yes, yes, we're still young.
Hey,
But
our
at the
20-year reunion's coming around the corner from high school. Put that into perspective.
Why you gotta say that, Shy?
Class of 2004, 4 more years.
I'm not okay with that. I'm really not okay with that.
Just letting you know.
Uh, yeah,
Reality
I'm still
check.
friends with a lot of my friends from high school, but
I know.
I don't know if I need to go back. Would you go back to your high school
Did you
reunion?
go to your 10-year?
I went No, I went to my 5-year.
You guys had a 5-year?
Yeah, it was like at a bar. I think like someone randomly put it
Randomly.
together. It was like during like Thanksgiving or something.
Oh, that's random.
Yeah.
Like impromptu.
No, we did ours at a bar for our 10-year. They wanted to do some like big thing. This was on Facebook, whatever groups or whatever. So like our president wanted to do it like at the school, the whole traditional, ball ticket type of
Gym.
deal. Yeah, gym. And we were like, well, can we drink on campus? And they're like, no. I'm like, nah, that's whack. Let's just do
No.
it. So my wife's a year above us, and I pretty much suggested like, hey, let's just do what Class of 03 did, and just go at the famous like down the street in downtown. And they're like, yeah, let's do it. So we ended up just having it at a bar, and that was 10 times better. But like, I had fun. I mean, it was only like 30 people out of a class of like 200.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
I think my class was like 160.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we
I
all
think
know
it
what
was
we're
fun.
doing anyways, because social media's there. So it's not like there's anything new. It's just like, hey, I saw that you did this the other day. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
how's work? It's not
It
like
wasn't
what's
oh
going
my
on.
God, you're married and you
I
have
know there's
kids.
none of that. I mean, we did have a very funny moment where we had like the star football player
Mhm.
try to get with like the drama nerd from high school.
No,
And,
no,
like,
like
he- 'cause she-
intentionally,
No,
or
no,
it
no,
was
no. It's
circumstantial?
because she like when she came out, like when she came to the bar, we were like, "Whoa, who are you and where'd you come from?" So
What
like
happened to
she
the drama
definitely
nerd?
swanned out, and then like we have the star football player who's not doing so great right now. Try to get at her, and we're all just watching in awe, looking at him fail.
Fail.
Miserably. Like he did not get
That's
any action that day. It was
so
the
awesome.
best like redemption for her that I can ever imagine any
I am so
woman out
happy for
there.
her.
Like she like for her like 10 years later to be like, I don't need you and walk away. It was like the best thing ever. It was a very cliche moment, but it was well worth it.
Out of a
That's pretty
movie.
awesome.
Exactly
Yeah.
out of a movie. So I don't know if the 20-year reunion might be dope. I mean, I guess now it might be a little different because all the professionals are now professionals.
Mhm.
Because like all the doctors are now doctors, and like
They're
lawyers
not
are
like medical.
they're not
or
like they're no
anything.
one's no one's even in residency.
Yeah.
They're all actually practicing their stuff.
Yeah.
And then every other professional that's out there is actually in like diving deep so they can actually talk about stuff. And I don't see anybody like hurting out there. Everyone who has a family. So we're all
Mhm.
at this point we're all adults at the
I hope
30 at
so.
the 20-year mark for the most
I
part
hope
that I can see on Facebook that I keep
Yeah.
in contact with.
I think
So-
if people aren't at that point, they're probably not on social media.
Yeah, that's true. But you never know. It might be fun to do. So
Yeah.
what about you, Ninja? You go to your reunions? Are you gonna go?
Oh man, I don't even. I've been so disconnected, man. I move around too much, so I don't really even connect with anyone from my past like that.
Okay, that's what's up.
Starting
I mean-
fresh, man. Starting fresh.
No, I mean like I don't kick it. Like my people right now aren't from high school.
yeah.
The only one
okay.
is my wife, but she was a year above me. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't consider her like the immediate clique that I had when I was
Mhm.
in high school.
I feel that. Yeah. See, I met my wife during a dark time. You know what I'm saying? But we've been getting better, and so we kind of just left the past as the past.
That's
You
what's
know what
up.
I'm saying?
Yeah,
If you
that's
could
what's up.
feel
No, I feel
Yeah.
that. I'm totally getting that. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So no need to go to your 10-year reunion or 20-year reunion.
Yeah,
No
no,
point.
they probably be like, I thought you were dead.
Oh damn.
Cold blooded. No, but
That's straight up cold, man. I'm sorry, though. Nobody loves you back in high school. I'm just kidding.
That's
I'm just
real.
kidding, dude. I feel bad for all these kids that don't get to experience squat these past 2 years.
Yeah, that's
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Can't go to your prom, can't do, can't play your games, like no sports. Like that just
That's
sucks.
true.
Like although in the grand scheme of life, it doesn't matter
No.
at all. But it's still an experience. Like, you know what I mean? I still remember what I did in prom. But,
I mean, they get
but
their own experience.
Hi.
yeah, but like, you know what I
No.
mean? Like it's you know what I mean? They're
Yeah,
losing
the
out on
last
those
like 6
cliche
months.
moments that make
Yeah.
high school, you know?
Yeah.
But I mean, they do get their own unique moment though. Like
That's
no
true.
other year was like this.
No.
They're
I
like,
guess it comes out to what they
graduated.
end up doing and how special they can make it on their own. But
Yeah.
still, you know, you don't have that like connection
Yeah.
physically to your
Yeah.
like with your friends if you know if you wanted that. But in the end, it really doesn't matter.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think it matters. I was just thinking like my you know, people who like there was actual war and things like that during their high school, you know, I think it was similar in like in the grand scheme of their life, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They wouldn't say that that was, you know, the biggest loss. The thing that sucks about it, I think, is the best time in high school or college or whatever is like kind of those last like 6 months, you know, like right when you're about to graduate, you
When you're
know,
reminiscing.
yeah, you're reminiscing and everything is heightened. And I think, you know, in high school, you're super emotionally heightened. And so everything seems so much more important and so much more impactful. And so I empathize with, you know, people who are like really bummed out at, you know, the situation that they're in right now, because like, I don't think, you know, their brains are developed enough to actually like be completely rational about everything. So,
And that goes back to like why a lot of kids aren't comfortable coming out with their Lego.
yeah, because kids are demons.
Yeah, they are. Kids are crazy. I'm not looking forward to my kids being teenagers. Are you looking forward to that? Forward to that, Ninja?
Oh
Oh,
man.
dude, I am not looking forward to
If
the
they
arguments
turn
and
into little
fights.
yous.
Like, because Ezra's like my little mini me. Like he's exactly like
Yes.
me, and
That's
like we are very very strong-willed people, and you can just see the arguments that we have like right now. And he has like, you know, the IQ of a 3-year-old. So like
Literally.
I can't imagine like the type of things we're gonna get into when he's 10 years older from now.
just wait, bro. Just wait till Luna gets older. My
Oh
daughter's like
man.
7 going on 30, man. It's crazy. I'm like, what do you,
Oh
how do you know it?
man. See, she's a little like my daughter's a little angel. Like she's
1.
It's because she's yeah, she's
yeah,
one.
no, but she's not like how Ezra was. Ezra was a demon at 1. She's not like that. She like is obedient, kind of.
It's
You know,
true. Ezra, I feel like it's always like the volume is turned up all the way at
Yeah,
all times.
he's like not trying to break down the door so you can come in here. So,
see, I
so
wonder if it's because you had a boy first, because I had my daughter first, and she was like, I don't know. Yeah, she was
Like child
calm.
1 or something is the
I always
She
thought
was,
the second child would be the demon child.
because
yeah, it's-
they're trying to like get attention or whatnot.
I
yeah,
don't
they
know.
gotta
That's just
pay
what everybody
attention.
tells us.
I don't know.
But it didn't work out. I mean, I don't know right now. Like this could literally change when she goes into her terrible twos. So I'm not looking forward to that. You know, I'm just not looking forward to it. I just want them to stay this small as long as
It's gotta
possible.
It's gotta happen though.
That's cute.
Right? No? We're gonna have kids anytime soon, Claire?
I'd like to. I don't think anytime soon though, but we'll maybe hopefully in the next like 7 years.
There'd be
7
something
years.
to plan.
Yeah, I think it's maybe I don't know. I just like guessed a number. If you know if the time is right and
Yeah, don't rush it.
Yeah,
yeah.
the question is, are you ready to share your Lego?
Yeah, it's not just that I like, you know, oh my god, yeah.
Nice
I think-
segue. Good one.
Right?
yeah, absolutely not. That's the issue. You mean share my entire life and
Pretty
and
much.
forgo-
Like, you know how hard it is to
forgo
keep
everything?
Ezra away from touching these like Brickmania Lego sets?
Yeah.
no.
It's extremely impossible. Like you can't keep a Lego set 100% complete anymore when you have kids.
It's like for some reason he wants to touch the new stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like that one. I want that
Yeah,
too.
he
he's
just wants to see what
smart.
I'm building. Yeah.
He's smart. Yeah, he's like he sees like where your attention is going to and
Yeah.
like, you know, just goes after it. But yeah, no, I don't think yeah, I'm definitely not ready to like share my apartment is pristine as well.
Oh,
And then,
that's not gonna stay that way.
yeah, I know. And like I have a cat right now and that's like it and I can't even like deal with him like destroying the place. So
Oh,
yeah.
funny. That reminds me, I was gonna say that I must have played my cards right, because I was able to put the little city in the living room. Hey.
And they haven't touched it?
Oh no, it's for them. It's for
Oh,
them.
that's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But my wife is okay with it.
Oh,
Hey.
see, I can't even do that. I can't bring the Lego out. But yeah, but Ezra plays in this room all the time. My only rule, like I said, is to not bring it out of the living room, and he does it anyways. Usually, we're at the point now, like where I'll get a Lego set, I'll build it, enjoy it for like a second, I'll give it to him, and then I just give it to him, and then he
Yeah.
destroys it. And eventually, it gets to the point where I can't like keep it together anymore, and I gotta break it down to pieces and just put it in my collection.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
literally it helps. Like it really does help because like I don't have to hold on to Lego sets. I'm actually okay with being like, I don't need to keep this together anymore. I can literally just give it to him and have him destroy it. That doesn't, I mean, the Brick sets are totally different, but any Lego set,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
will
the
let him,
value is like
yeah, I'll
gone
let him
down.
play with
Yeah.
them and destroy it. And then it just goes into the collection of crap that we have to break down. And I have like just 2 large buckets, like just
Yeah.
bins like this big of parts I need to sort, which I'm not looking forward to. Like
That part.
of just random Lego sets that he's destroyed that I'm not able to put them back together because pieces are missing.
It's just too much.
It's just
Yeah.
I'm just like that's no point. Like I'll put it back together and he takes it away and it's gone.
I don't think Lego is more important than kids, and I think that's probably
Definitely
the
not.
right thing
So are you
to
gonna
do.
crack out your Lego sets when you have children?
No, I will probably, I can see in the near future there's gonna come a point where I'll be okay taking the sets apart and parting them into, my parts collection. That's like kind of step one, I think, of like, not caring so much about the stuff being together.
Mhm.
I don't think I'd ever crackle. The only thing I wanted to glue is like an ornament that a friend of mine gave me. Because it was
Blasphemy.
yeah, no, I know, but it's just the sentimental value of it. I kind of want that to like stay together, but I
Hey,
don't think
Legoland glues their sets together. It's okay.
Still
I know,
good.
like they quite literally do. Yeah, those are all the displays,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, they're all like
Yeah.
glued together. Like all the Lego, even Lego does it too with their giant sculptures.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So yeah, that's
But
totally fine.
I actually just thought about it. My city is a little different because, like, if I actually had modulars,
Mhm.
it might be different. I might be like, "Hey, what are you guys doing? Calm down over there." But I just put creator buildings.
That's probably smart.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I mean,
I just
do you plan
modify
on
it.
getting any modulars? I mean, that might be a rabbit hole to not get out of, like to keep yourself out of.
That's kind of
Mhm.
why I haven't done it.
Yeah, it's a hard one.
The only one that really catches my eye is the cinema,
Yo,
Mhm.
that was
and
dope. I love that one.
yeah, it's already retired, and
Put
I'm like,
lights in
if I
it.
get it, oh, man.
Put lights on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, put lights on it. It's
Put
gonna
lights in
be
it,
that's the
dude.
rabbit hole.
It's dope.
But then how do you just get the Palace Cinema? How do you just get that sitting there
Exactly.
by itself on your shelf?
It'll be downhill from there.
Yeah.
Well, it'll
Yeah.
be in the city, but then it wouldn't match. Then I gotta get more modulars.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would need at least a block worth of
Yeah.
them. And then
Mhm.
you just
And
like come through, and now they're all expensive. Like the town hall, I feel like it's impossible to get now.
I was looking at, because I don't have the Brick Bank, and that one is like, it was like 480, 500
Brand new.
on eBay. Yeah.
You don't have the. I thought you had every single modular.
No. I don't know who told you that.
So what are you
I have a
missing?
lot. I don't have
Brick
Cafe
Bank?
Corner,
Cafe
Brick
Corner.
Bank. What's the one? Town Hall.
Oh, good luck on that one.
I know, and the Market Street one or whatever.
Oh, that's not that bad. You have Green Grocer though, right?
No, I don't have Greengrocer.
You don't have
That
Green
is
Grocer?
no, but I'm gonna. I ordered the parts to do it in a different color, so I'm gonna count that as
Okay, that
having.
works. I mean,
You know what
Cafe
I
Corner
mean?
used is actually not that bad. I feel like you can get that pretty at a decent price if you
Which
get it
one?
used. Cafe Corner and Green Grocer.
I think
Yeah,
so.
I think I'm not worried about it. Honestly, like I'm not so much of a completionist that I need to have everything. And to be honest, I actually like the newer ones more. Like Assembly Square is probably my favorite modular, I would say.
I'm in the same
Um,
boat.
yeah, and I really like the Lego sets like 2017 and later. I have loved in a very different way. Like just the level of detail and the intricacy of them, and like the very intentional company move to do that has made me enjoy the product infinitely more.
Yeah, that makes
So
sense.
yeah,
But if
yeah.
you come across a town hall, I would not sleep on that because
No, I know. Yeah, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it.
every town needs a town hall.
Yeah,
And
I
that set was
know. I
only out for
know.
like what, less than a year and before it retired?
It's what's weird is that like we're gonna get like the police station. Yeah, I'm gonna have right now. My only civic building would be the police station.
You don't have a fire brigade?
Mm-mm. I don't have a lot. Actually, don't have a lot. There's so many. You can. I think I have like 8 of them, and it feels like
Oh, so you're looking at them right now. So you have them in your living room.
I have 4. Yeah, I have like a few up right now.
Are
But
they built?
yeah, they're built. That's why I keep it like I look at them fondly. It's like I don't
Those
know.
are your children.
Yeah, like I don't know. There's something about the modulars that like
Well,
like
you are an
architect, right?
architect.
Yeah, and I love them, and they're like, but I don't like the architecture sets. Like those are insufferable to me. They're like the scale is totally off. Like I just don't like them. The piece count is weird. Like the price, like they're so expensive. Like I just don't like them in any way.
Plus, the builds are just repetitive. It's just the same thing.
Yeah. But anyway, I feel like we can spend 2 hours just talking about modulars.
Yeah, we could.
That's why I don't buy them.
Oh, come on, man. You got to at least get one, dude. Just get one.
I can't do it, man.
You just get one.
If I got one, it's going to be the Palace Cinema. Because I've been looking at it and I'm like, do I want to do this?
I mean, I don't even know how much that's worth like right now.
Right now, I think I've seen it.
I think you can get it. I think I've seen it for like $350.
Yeah.
New in box.
Oh, see, there you go. It's not that bad. That's chump change. I'm just kidding.
I know. What's crazy is the concept of value changes. Like it's the more you're into the community as well, too. You have like instigators. Like you're surrounded by people.
Yeah, I just tried to convince him to buy a $200 Lego set coming releasing January 1st.
No.
Yeah, and you're like, yeah, why don't you just go get those like last 5-6 modulars that you need? Just whatever, just part them out. Even if you part them out, that's like $100 each.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I've been trying to price out piecing Market Street together, and it's still gonna cost a couple $100.
Do you even like the look of it?
Hell no, I hate it. But I just be like, I'm just like, might as well. I have every single one except for that. That's the only one I don't have.
But okay, so I get that. That's if I had one left, I don't know if I'd be in the same boat as you, but like I would rather, get the like something on a rebrickable or like, the custom stuff or, I would or like even what was I thinking? Like the house that's like the other side of the pet shop that's just like an apartment, I would like do that in like multiple colors or something like that before I think I got Market Street. I say that now. You can hold me accountable to it in like a year.
I don't know. I'm not going to get it. I'm running out of room enough to begin with on my shelves to even get Market Street.
True.
I have probably 2 years until I need to figure out something different.
You're gonna have to add another tier.
Yeah.
So the way that I'm gonna do it, this is how I'm like thinking about designing my space, is like shelves like yours that are like, up against the wall. And then I'm thinking about putting a table that's around the height of one of the shelves right in front of it, like a narrow table so that there's like actually like a deeper area.
On the bottom?
What?
On the bottom?
Yeah, but like at waist height, like or at like counter height. There's like because I really want to do like an underwater element. And so
so you can put underneath.
Below that.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But then the table itself would have like, the depth that you would need for anything if you wanted to like, add an amusement park or like a Harry Potter world or like a more extensive like Ninjago City or something like that. You could have that depth and use both the depth of a shelf and the depth of that table. That's what I'm hoping. And then the table's like on wheels and I could like maybe access it from, I don't know, I'm thinking these are the wheels that are turning right now.
Yeah, I mean, I think I can see it. I mean, I could, I don't know. I'm trying to envision what you were trying to like say.
So are you gonna tie in all the themes to your city, or are you gonna just do like a certain theme?
I don't know. Yeah. So like in my head, I would like, because I have Harry Potter and I love Harry Potter, but I think my favorite sets are like the modulars, and I love I don't even know what the politically correct term would be, but I love all the Ninjago City stuff, and I love the docks, and then I love the Monkey Kid stuff. So and all the Chinese New Year stuff. So that I would tie all of those together at least.
Okay.
So which I've seen before. People have done that many times.
I mean, you can pretty much do it. It's your city. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I mean, like I'm looking right now and I have my Monkey Kid mech that's like standing in front of Assembly Square, and I love the look of it. I love the contrast of it, that he's just like ripping through. So
very Power Ranger feel.
Yes. Yeah. Like Voltron will be sitting right next to him, just like, having a sandwich in the park.
That's like the one mech I really want that I slept on and I can't get right now because Lego sold out of everything.
Yeah.
It's really annoying.
It's incredible.
That's why I'm
It's
like waiting for January 1st. I'm like, oh my god, I want to buy something like it's a drug. It's a drug. It's a drug. This is
Exactly.
what it
it's
is. Like, it was
absolutely
a
a
drug.
drug. Do you even think like they're gonna? I mean, I know they're releasing all the new stuff, but like, is everything else going to be stocked like on January 1st? That's what I don't
Usually
understand.
that's what happens. I mean, if you know,
Yeah.
if you were to walk into a Lego store at this point, normal time,
Yeah.
half of it would be gone. And that's the point.
Okay.
It's because they're looking in for new stock. So
Yeah.
it doesn't help that, COVID is pretty much taking up a lot of inventory just because people are
Mhm.
home. And I would presume the factories aren't working 100% because people are
Yeah.
getting sick. So,
Mhm.
with the lack of movement on product and creation of it, like
Mhm.
at this point, it's all FOMO for 2021 for Lego sets. So if you
Yeah.
really want something, you need to get it. Otherwise, it's going to be gone.
You think so? You think like waiting, like for example, like I didn't get the Batmobile and the Ecto one yet.
Oh,
And there's like Mos Eisley Cantina. There's like sets that I didn't get this year that I want to get next year. And
I mean, if they come
are
in
they
stock,
gone?
I would prioritize buying those before getting something new.
I think the Batmobile. I feel like the Batmobile would go first.
What's the
I-
one that, yeah, I feel like in order of appearance,
Yeah,
that one.
I mean,
that one
if
was
you
first.
really I would choose the order in which they released just to be safe. If you really want them, like I'm at the point now where I don't have room for squat, so it's like if it doesn't fit my city, I contemplate like whether or not it's worth buying because I have
Right.
nowhere to put it. Like
Yeah, the cars, I don't know. Like that's why I haven't gotten them because of the scale that they're at. They're like so much larger than like the other the old
the
Ecto
speed
ones.
champion cars.
No, the Batmobile and the Ecto.
Oh yeah, like the big
ones.
ones. Yeah,
They're
they're
huge.
huge. Like I really like the sets. I really think they're dope. I'm like looking around the small space that I have, which Brickman has taken off like, a huge portion of that.
Mhm.
Like I don't have any room for any of it. Like I have both Technic cars, like the Lamborghini and the Bugatti.
Yeah.
They're still in the box because I have nowhere to put it, and I want the Ferrari that's about to come out. Like I just what?
Yeah, those
Where am I gonna put
Technic
it?
cars are humongous. They're
They're
huge.
huge, but they look good in the box. Like I just like them in the box.
Box. That's what
The
I
box
think.
is fresh. It's like it looks good in its minimalistic form. Like the original like look.
That Lambo box is
It's
sweet.
It's sweet. And I'm just gonna leave it in there. So I might just buy the Ferrari box or set just to keep it in the box.
Keep it.
I
Just keep
don't
it. I
know.
mean, who knows? Maybe when you move into that like second space, you'll
yeah.
have the room for it, or
We'll
you
see.
know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm
Make, like, a
I'm
car shelf.
contemplating. Like I'm at this point. It's like I don't know what to do. I'm like looking around. I have like no room. But
I
you're
know,
gonna
it's just
you're gonna have a problem.
panic now.
Yeah. Well, I guess I don't have to buy a lot, but I already know what I'm getting the modular. The Chinese sets are
Mhm.
coming a little bit later out. They're not even coming out on the 1st. I think they're coming
I
out on like the
know.
11th.
What
The
about
Chinese sets stress me out because like I know those are going to retire by the end of
Well, yeah,
2021.
they should be because of the year.
Right.
Right, we're on the
Like
ox. Or the
I think
cow.
so.
What is it?
Oh yeah, the ox. Yeah,
Oh,
ox.
whatever. Only for the tiger, man. That's my year.
Hey.
That's our year?
Yeah, I think
That's when we were
tiger's
born?
us. Yeah. So
I didn't know
once
that.
that comes out, yeah, for sure, I'm buying it right away. But I think I've always slept on the Chinese sets, but like I think I want the gardens because I think it'll look pretty cool. Even with like Ninjago City, just putting it down there with the rest of them. I am looking forward to
Yeah.
Ninjago Gardens.
I am very, very excited for that set.
Do you
I think
have
that's a
Ninjago
really
City
nice-
and the docks too?
I have the city, and then the docks was the first purchase that I made on Bricklink after like kind of coming out of the closet. I bought it from Russia. It's still not here yet
What? When
What?
did you buy it?
Why'd you buy it from Russia?
because it was like $150 cheaper, and I was like, I can
Plus
only,
shipping?
yeah, like I think it was like, yeah, that was the difference. It was such a low price that it was worth it.
When did you make that? Like, how long has it been?
That's what I was wondering.
Beginning of November.
Oh shoot!
Months.
It's
That's
already
Bad.
January.
I mean, I
A
think
month
that's bad.
out. No, it is coming from Russia, so
It's
that's
COVID.
different. Yeah, it's
like,
different. That is different. I've had shipments come like take that long. I mean, the thing that I sent Ryan is like it's already been like a couple weeks, and I'm worried.
it's not there yet.
No.
And you're just sending it to Florida. Yeah, I mean, I think right now everything is like it's like COVID delayed, holiday delayed, then extra COVID. You know, it's like there's just so much going on right now. I think I'm trying to be patient and positive, and then
It's
I mean,
not
worst
lost.
case
It's still
scenario,
coming.
I think it's still coming. I mean, if it doesn't come, maybe I'll like try to claim it. I've never claimed anything on my credit card. I might try to do that. I don't know. We'll see.
Did
I
you
know
pay?
people do that.
Yeah, you
Huh?
could. Yeah.
Was it on like eBay?
I bought it on Bricklink, so I don't.
Oh,
If
that's
it was eBay, they have like much bigger overhead, but I don't know about Bricklink.
Yeah,
We'll
Have
see.
you ever had?
I mean, it is Lego now, so
True. That's true. And they have, relatively decent customer service.
I don't know if that's related to Bricklink though.
That is true too.
Probably not. I mean, I think the liability with all those independent sellers would be too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let me find out. Make for a good video.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Yeah, I'm on the. We'll see.
See, now you can like literally use every experience with Lego that happens to you, whether it be good or bad, and make it a video.
I know, right? That's
You don't have to hide anymore. You can completely come out of the closet.
We're here for you.
Thanks, guys. I really appreciate the support. Definitely last night though, like when I saw that like friend like that follow notification come in, and don't get me wrong, like she's like my direct manager, and she's a friend of mine. Like I know her personally outside of work as well, but still seeing that
Like,
the follow, yeah, it's like I've got like snippets of like the 2 videos that I've done. I've got like close up shots of like Harry Potter sets, like.
But see, it changes now because you're gonna link your YouTube to your Instagram so they can see that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, it's already linked now. Like if there's
exactly, so they can explore what you do online, which means
Absolutely.
it leads to who you're affiliated with on YouTube, like myself and Ninja, and worst cases like BFAB and Sans.
Oh, what grave have I dug for myself? But it's true, though. It's true.
So, anyways, I just wanted to say that. Like, good luck on that endeavor.
Thank you. Yeah, I think it'll be. Honestly, like it's fun. Like San Francisco is like a pretty accepting space, and honestly, I don't even know why I would lie, but I won't lie. Architecture is like a safe space for creative endeavors, like for hobbies.
Makes sense. You guys are building stuff, so that makes sense.
Yeah, like it's a corporate, but it's not really corporate. It's like casual. Like I can have my nose pierced at work. I could show tattoos. You know what I mean? Like things like that, and it would be fine. And like I showed up at work for Halloween, like dressed up as Bellatrix Lestrange last year, and
that's cool.
I'm in a management position, so that was like fine. That's okay. And so I don't know, they do have a personal like life enrichment scholarship, and I was thinking I would apply for it one day and like have them like supply the money to like mock maybe like one of our like architecture projects or something that we do, which would be cool. But I actually have to get good at doing mock building, so
that's just, pretty dope though. Like to be able to work it out that way, where you can use your workplace to promote your own creativity with like your hobby. Like that would be pretty dope.
That would be that's the point of the scholarship. It's like pretty new. This is like the second year that they did it. Like the first year they supported this guy who's like from Colorado, and it was his family dream to like summit all of the 14ers, like all the big mountains there. And so like the company paid for him to like go for a month and just do that and hike and whatever. And then the woman who won this year, she hasn't visited her family in Vietnam in like 10 years, and she hasn't seen her mom in like that amount of time since she came to the US and she immigrated here. So we're sending her over there. That's not really a personal hobby thing. That's more of like a heart-wrenching, heartbreaking, like well-deserved thing that she should get. But they do encourage the hobbies, which is cool.
Well, that's cool. My job doesn't do that.
And what's cool about if you did integrate like Lego into that shows other people too. Like if they're not hip to the brick building, like you know what, I can totally build stuff with this first.
Absolutely. Yeah. I think
it's just a toy.
It's not just a toy. I think when people see it as like an art form and like a creative expression, like look at your like booth that you just did. Like that's awesome. Like it's so dope.
Yeah, I know. Come on. Eminem's on board, bro.
Oh yeah, you got the D12.
The D12 up there.
I think is that the Hidden Side hoodie? To the guy on the right.
This over here? Yeah, this is something else. Put a sticker on the back.
Oh, got it.
that setup's dope, dude. I'm feeling that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I still need to get that Eminem minifigure, dude. I don't know why I'm still sleeping on that.
It's worth it.
There he is.
Who did that? Where's
Eminem.
that from?
Yeah, that was actually
himself.
Yeah, he sold that.
Yeah, it was for the 20th anniversary of the Eminem show, or the Marshall Mathers LP. One of those.
Oh wow, is he a Lego fan himself?
I think he is secretly.
I mean,
he hasn't come out of the closet yet.
Yeah,
why else?
I can help. I can help out. Yeah, that's
These
oh
are
my,
official Lego. Like, why else would he do these?
Yeah,
so
Got his
cool.
tattoos and stuff.
I know, dude. That's so dope.
Wait, Shy, you don't have that?
No, I don't. Like, it's always on my like to get list.
Yeah,
I just don't pick. I just haven't picked it up. I mean, that amongst many other things.
yeah.
There's really like a never-ending list of things that you're gonna want to buy,
Mhm.
which kind of sucks. And especially like, and that's just like the Lego side. So imagine like my side where I like to buy a lot of third-party stuff. Like it just
Yeah.
amplifies even more with like,
Yeah.
Lego stuff that costs like 3 times as much.
I want to get into that
Yeah.
world.
You sure?
I'm
It's a
little-
dangerous world.
I know. I want it because I definitely there's like a palette that isn't satiated by just Lego. There's so much talent out there that I'd like to support it.
That's true.
It's a definitely, it's another economic world of Lego, that's for sure.
That's a good way of putting it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, the dream would be to like, not the dream. I mean, I say this now. It would be cool to like work in like a Lego adjacent environment, in some way, in some form, that would still use all the skills that I have now that I've developed. I don't know I don't know what that would be.
What's that dude's name? That
If anyone
lawyer,
has any ideas.
that Lego affiliated artist?
Oh, I know.
That does everything in black.
No, well,
I've seen him too.
well, yeah. He's the only one. Like, there used to be a bunch of these
There's-
guys, but he's the only one that's still linked to Lego because Lego supports him. But there were like 7. Kevin Hinkle is a perfect person to talk to this guy about. I went to a show like when he was in LA. He does it all over the world.
Sean Kenny? Oh, Sean Kenny does a lot of like life-size brick built sculptures. I think it's mostly like nature, like
Hold on, let me look him up.
polar bears.
That's super cool. That's super cool. I mean, those are artists, so those are sculptors.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
know what you're
They're
talking
artists.
yeah.
So that's like something you like you can get into.
For sure. But that's like a skill set that like, takes like years, and just the monetary value of like the amount of brick and stuff that you need to like do one of those.
Well, I mean, he would. I mean, if you're
Debilitating.
affiliated with Lego, then they can pay for a good chunk of that.
That's
Yeah,
true.
they supply the bricks.
Yeah, he gets the Lego at like cost. The Art of the Brick.
Oh,
Art of the brick.
yeah. Don't
Yeah.
they do like a museum tour? Or
Yeah.
something like that?
Yeah. It's by Nathan Soea.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's what
Yeah,
I'm
look him up. Like he
Art.
was, I think, a lawyer, and then he pretty much stopped and did commissions for Lego pieces, and now I think he has someone else under his team that he works with, and all they do is just build with Lego. But he's able to use the Lego logo in his work, because he's a part of that program. And there used to be like I think 7 or 8 of them in the United States, and amongst more in the rest of the world. But now I think he's like the only one in the United States left. I think they all like gave up on the program. I don't know,
Yeah,
I gotta we need to talk to Kevin about that.
I know I haven't had a chance to talk to him yet. I've only been around for a couple weeks, but he sounds like a really interesting person. He's probably the person that people keep bringing up the most.
Well, because he
Probably
brought a
like
lot of insight to like the Lego community, like Lego
Mhm.
company,
Mhm.
into like fruition. So
Mhm. Makes
He
sense.
was the Lego guy.
he was the Lego guy.
You're a Lego guy.
He was a Lego guy. So
Now
yeah.
he's the artist.
So that's an hour in. So how do you guys feel so far in our first episode?
This was fun. This was
Good,
super
yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
I felt like
Ready
we
for
hanging out
next
with some friends. Yeah.
Yeah,
it
there
was
we
good.
go. All right. So is there anything else you guys want to bring up? I mean, it is about to be a new year once this is out.
Don't hide your love for Lego, man. If you like it, just like it. Don't care what other people tell you.
There we go. That's one positive way to get into it.
Yeah,
Just,
there's-
if you try to please other people, you're just wasting your time.
I totally agree.
Yeah, there's nothing more attractive than confidence. And then last year at this time, I thought 2020 would be my year. I think everybody said that. So I'm hesitant to make those grandiose claims. But, hopefully the majority of us are inoculated in 2021, and we can, resume to normal activity, and we're all safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just hope 2021 ends better than 2020. So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
not going to
Awful.
change. 2021 is going to be exactly the same
Awful.
thing right now,
Yeah.
going into January from December. Let's just hope it ends at a better note.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Agreed.
all right.
Just gotta learn how to make the best of it.
Yeah. So that is our first episode of Cali Brick Clique. I hope you guys like, if you made it all the way to the end, we appreciate all of you. We hope you guys stick around for our next episode. This is probably going to be a weekly thing. We're going to do our best. All three of us have, lives.
Well, versions of it, COVID versions of it.
COVID version of our lives. I mean, by saying that we have to work and we have families, so a lot of that can take priority over this. But we're going to do our best to kind of keep up with doing this at a weekly basis to give you guys content. So if you enjoy what you see, please leave a comment below on what you guys thought, and if you have any suggestions to what we should be able to talk about in the next couple of episodes, please let us know. With that being said, thank you everyone, and we'll see you on the next episode.
Be easy.
Peace.